Since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, inter-school activities were suspended. But this year, through some meticulous planning and innovative ideas, a group that separated from the traditional Kenya National Drama and Film Festival, and that is the Kenya University's Performing Arts and Film Association, otherwise popularly known as KUPA, has been able to hold a drama and music festival. Sydney Chazima attended the national festivities in Meru and brings us that report.
Costumes? Check. Lines mustered. Adjudicators on standby. Let us do this. This is the national level of the third edition of the Kenya University's Performing Arts and Film Association, otherwise popularly known as KUPA.
The Ministry of Education actually appreciates what we are doing. KUPA is actually registered as an association with the Ministry of Culture and Social Services. This event is fully funded by universities. We are charging a minimal amount of about 100,000 shillings, which then should be able to cater for our expenses as we run this event.
Here, various items ranging from stage plays, dances, narratives, verses, music items and so forth are being performed by various institutions of higher learning across the country. The stark contrast with the KUPA festivals is that they took a different route that separated them from the traditional Kenya National Drama and Film Festival that was held annually from January to April. So what led to the separation?
Their calendar were coinciding with university examinations, which led to a lot of issues to these artists failing to graduate at the end of the academic years, which is either the 4 years or the 7 years, 5 years. But with this festival, everything is sorted. So when we come to the festivals, there is not that coincidence that comes in between the festivals and examination.
KUPA has some latitude when you talk about decision making is pretty fast. At KNDF, things are taking, there's a lot of red tape and bureaucracy.
The ideologies and the situations guiding the universities are different from the basic education. And the academic calendar did not augur well with the universities. So we resorted to form KUPA.
In 2020, at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, the KNDFF was in session, but it had to be cancelled due to safety concerns. No inter-school activities have managed to take place, but not until some bold decision-making and innovations from KUPA organizers that a festival has been held amidst the pandemic.
We are excited this thing pulled through. We had arranged to have this last year, but it couldn't take place because of the COVID pandemic, which was just getting into the country.
And it is blended. We are having virtual festival and physical festival, where we are controlling the number of audience, we are controlling the number of performances, we are controlling the systematic movement of the people who are within the hall.
Like at the entrance of the gate, you have to wear your mask and also wash your hands. On stage, even they have reduced the numbers of performance.
Every other time a performance has ended, the announcers are reminding the audience about the COVID protocols.
The KUPA festival has since attracted more post-secondary institutions since its inception, and the organizers are linking this to several attractive models they've put in place.
So we are not dealing with restricted curriculum where we are saying this is what must be there. We are experimenting and exploring all forms of genres in the different categories.
There are genres such as the puppetry. We have genres such as shadow theater, which is really interesting. Genres such as the radio theater. No genre, or rather no talent within the field of art is left out.
As the curtains of this festival come to a close today, the event organizers and participants can only hope for better things to come.
My confidence it has been boosted, even 101% to say so. Then meeting new people, making connection here and there, yeah, interacting with students from other universities.
And the energy that has been displayed in Cooper, it shows that in the next 2 to 3 years, we will witness a mega festival in Cooper.
We invite as many stakeholders as possible to come and join Cooper. Cooper is the way to go.
With the president having vacated the long-standing curfew and the COVID numbers going on the low, the question that remains to be answered is,
could this be a benchmark for learning institutions in Kenya on how to host festivals and events in the post-COVID era? Reporting for NTV from Meru County, I'm Sydney Chazima.
I'm curious how you pronounce that acronym. Is it Cooper or Cooper? So, akin to soaring on wings like eagles. Sydney will, I imagine, provide some clarity on the subject.